I've always felt this invisible pressure on me to have this perfect teenage life. It starts with the idea that I have to dress older than I am to be attractive, that I have to dress more feminine to be considered pretty, and if people stare, they're allowed because that's what I get for dressing this way. This idea that you're either a manic pixie dream girl, girl next door, easy girl, or best friend, and that's all based on what you wear.
From a very young age, media has been something that is a pretty prevalent factor in my life. When I was younger, I looked to it for guidance because at the time, I didn't know how to distinguish what was real from what was fake. So I looked at all the ways that these women were displayed in a pretty sexualized and romanticized manner. I thought that there was something wrong with me because I didn't act that way or I didn't dress that way. I had to come to the conclusion myself that these TV shows and all the things that media showcases that regards women are not reality.
I remember freshman year, I was in class at school after returning from an assembly concerning the students' dress code. She reinformed us about the importance of wearing a dress code and that going forward, it would be more enforced. My teacher responded that if our skirts were too short, male teachers would look at us in uncomfortable ways. My first thought was, why should we have to change what we wear so middle-aged men won't look at us? There was no reason why adults should be staring at teenagers inappropriately under any given circumstance. And I shared my anger with my classmates, telling them how I felt. DB agreed, but shrugged the statements off, saying, "It is what it is."
I remember one time I was laying down and I was wearing these shorts. My grandma had came up to me saying to cover myself up with a blanket because I was showing everything. The only thing I was showing was my thigh. When I asked why, she said because there are a lot of men in the house. The men that were in the house were my uncles and my grandpa. Yet I have never seen my mother tell my brother how to treat girls and what not to do to them. From a young age, we have to learn how to protect ourselves and how to avoid being another victim. There has to be an even amount of learning and unlearning on both sides so these things can be prevented and changed for the better.
Society puts this pressure on girls to be conscious of what they wear, or they'll be stuck with a title that defines their entire existence. And it's scary because we can't do much about it. What we can do is continue dressing the way we want, regardless of the ugly stares we get, and show with how we direct our energy that we could care less about outside opinions because these are our clothes, and in the end it's our choice and nobody else's.
Girl, you were born with a fire inside you, and this world is determined to stamp it out. You will see it when you stand up for yourself and you are told, it isn't ladylike to raise your voice.
You'll hear it when you wear something that hugs your body and feel the uncomfortable sensation of being stripped naked by the eyes of men who call you names you're still too young to understand.
You will know it when a man tries to use his strength to have his way with you for the first time, and you need to use your fists, your teeth, and your legs to get him off.
You will understand it when you see your mother's eyes filled with terror because you are an hour later than you said you will be home.
But you must never ever let them take those flames from within your soul.
Instead, you must burn brighter than ever because you are a daughter of the sun.
And you belong only to yourself,
Not to this
Not
world.
to this world.
not to this world.